everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Let's Ride with Coach Stroud. Yeah. Oh, it's good to be vlogging on the Ryker again. I'm excited. I took the day off from school, and I decided that I needed to go on a motorcycle trip with my pops. Actually, we've had this planned. I can't just say it came out of nowhere. We've had this planned for a while, but I'm super excited because the day is finally here. The day I've been looking forward to. It is a wonderful, beautiful April 15th? 16th, I think. I think maybe April 16th. I'm not even sure. I'm so tired from coaching and teaching and everything that I don't even know what day it officially is. Ha! But I took the day off from school, and so I didn't see my students today. It's cool. I miss them. They're good kids. Yeah, it's good stuff. Hopefully they had a good day at school. Let's see. We are riding to our right. Right now we are in North Carolina. I drove up from Georgia, and my dad, Pops, he met me at a place called the Cupboard Cafe, which is a awesome place to go eat in North Georgia. I think it's outside of a city called Tiger, Georgia, or Dillard, or something like that. But we are now in North Carolina, and that to the right is the Nantahala River, and it is beautiful. We just got done hanging out at one of the centers over there where you can chill out, watch people kayak. We were watching, my dad and I stayed there for probably about 2 hours, just hanging out and watching this river. It looked like some river rescue group or something like that. They were training. It was really fascinating. But here we go. I'm on some beautiful ride. Honestly, I think we're heading to a city called Robertsville. But I know tomorrow we have some big riding ahead of us. I believe tomorrow we will be doing the Tail of the Dragon. Ha 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 ha. And I'll bring you some footage of Ryker on the Tail of the Dragon. We also will be riding the Nantahala Skyway, which is absolutely my favorite ride. The views are gorgeous. Oh, look at that. The water reflecting the sun. Oh, it's just beautiful. This people is why you ride in the mountains. Yes, because it's gorgeous and the roads are windy. It's so cool. But coming up from the Cupboard Cafe, my pops took us away around a little bit, different areas, and he took us on the Moonshiner 28. And let me just say, there's very, very twisty. It is really fun. For those of you who ride two wheels versus the three wheels of this Ryker here, there's a lot less leaning that goes on with the Ryker that you would do on a normal motorcycle. And because of that, it's a lot more push-pull. So when you get in those twisties, you are working your arms to death. It is a straight-up workout. You've got to have some good muscles to ride the Ryker very fiercely through the mountains. And taking those turns on a regular basis. Hello, people. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This morning when I was riding up, I froze my booty off. Again, not having a windscreen, that really, I was getting hit hard. But again, I was on interstate, so I was on I-85 to 985, and that's not exactly the best roads to be on, going into the wind head on. It bounced me around, and having a windshield would have been really nice right then. And I know, I need to get on it and just purchase one, but they are super duper expensive, and I just don't got the money for it yet. But yeah, right now we're going to a place where my dad likes to fish first, and he's going to show me that. We're going to enjoy the ride up there, and then we're going to head into Robertsville for some dinner, and then over to the Iron Horse. The Iron Horse is a awesome motorcycle lodge that I have stayed at in the past, and it's super awesome, it's super cool. We stayed in a wagon last time, and I'll show you guys video footage of that. Either in this video or another video or something. I don't know how I'm going to do these videos. I might film like today and break that up for one video, and then film tomorrow and break that up into a video. I filmed earlier on my phone, and I just don't know when all this stuff's going to show up. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Who knows? I don't even know. But let me just say really quickly, if you are watching this video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you to all the people who have liked and subscribed and left comments and all that jazz. That stuff's so cool. I really appreciate it. I really do. I love all the input. Ooh, National Forest. I love all the input people have been giving online and stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun seeing my channel blow up a little bit. And now, in my opinion, going from like 20 subscribers to 300, that's blowing up. I have blown up. Yeah. In everybody else's eyes, or most YouTubers' eyes, that's not blowing up at all. That's just scratching the surface. But, you know, I'll take what I can get, and I love every minute of it. So there you go. Golly, this is gorgeous. It's one thing I can honestly say, like, riding in the mountains never disappoints in Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. This trifecta of beauty through the Smokies. It's just really cool. My family and I were up here last weekend as well. We were up in Gatlinburg for my daughter's cheer competition, which her team won their division and got a bid to nationals. Woo woo! Way to go, my girl Reagan. Those of you who don't know Reagan, she's in one of the videos titled Kid on a Can-Am Ryker. Go check her out. She's a super cool girl. She's my little artsy princess. I love her. And she, of course, does cheerleading stuff as well. She likes it. I think she likes the gymnastics aspect of it a little bit more, and I think she wants to look into doing just gymnastics for a little bit. But she's a spotter, a stunner, a bass, and her cheer squad, and she does a great job. She is phenomenal. And you look at my daughter in that video, and you think, oh, she's a scrawny little thing. No way. My daughter is buff. She lifts these girls in the air like there's nobody's business. That's just fantastic. I'm so proud of her. My son has yet to make an appearance in my videos. Right now he's not really interested. He's kind of more shy about stuff like that, and I totally understand. That's why I don't talk about my son as much, because, you know, I'm trying to respect his privacy. And but he's a cool dude. I love him to death as well. His name's Eli. He's super, super cool guy. He's predominantly a swimmer. He's a very good swimmer. He was the captain of his swim team in middle school, and he will be starting high school in the fall, which is really weird to think that I will have a high schooler. But yeah, he hasn't really wanted to be in anything yet, because he just, you know, he's a teenager, and he's like, oh man, come on, I gotta be cool all the time, cool guy. So, but who knows, maybe I'll get him in here one day. Woo, twisty. Yeah. Work these arms out. Alright, so Pops is turning left. Nantahala High School's up here. Ooh, that's gotta be probably cool. There we go. Do-do-do. Making a turn real well. Driving fast. I'm a Ryker rider. Ha ha ha. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Please don't copyright me. Don't demonetize me. I think you actually have to have like thousands of hours of watch video and like lots of fans before they'll demonetize you. Not quite there yet. That's alright. I'll get there one day. I believe it. I believe it. Woo! Hello, guy in the car. Nantahala National Forest. Ooh, look at that. Power station. Wasn't there a band called Power Station? I don't know. I can't remember. That's a neat looking bridge. Cool. For those of you who might just be watching my videos for the first time, or this is my second ride vlog, I ramble a lot while I'm riding and talking, just based off that one last video. Woohoo! that's gorgeous. Look at that. Ooh, wow. Okay, I totally want to live there. That looks neat. Oh, it's a lodge. Okay, cool. Hopefully my GoPro camera is set up well on my chin. I just kind of put it on there and hit record, and I don't really know what it looks like right now, but hopefully it all looks good. And if it doesn't, oh well, I'll figure it out. This is cool. Oh, beautiful. See, now I know why Pops wanted to bring me this way. Show me his fishing spots. This stuff is gorgeous. Whoop whoop. Let's see. So I've been riding for hours today. Oh wow, look at that. Focus on the road. But I want to see this too. Gosh, so pretty. I've been driving for hours today, riding for hours, and I'm really just, I love riding this Ryker. It's amazing. It's so much fun. It is a different ride. I know I keep saying that like every time, but that's, you know, I was talking to some people at the last place where Pops and I stopped, and one of the guys was like, what's it like riding that thing? And I'm like, dude, it's so different. It's just, you know, leaning is virtually gone. It is all upper arms, and you know, yeah, there's times where I miss leaning, definitely, but at the same time I'm glad I'm still just able to ride. That's the most important part. Hello random people on the side of the road. So for some of you who have watched me in the past, you'll know that that is Pops up there in front of me here. He is riding his BMW RT. It's his adventure bike. It's the one he was working on in one of my videos. He's been having a little bit of issues with it. Oh, look over there. Okay. Oh, there was a smiley face on that rock. That's awesome. He's been having some issues. Wow, look at those. Oh my gosh. Okay, apparently we're stopping over here. This is cool. This is pretty. So you fishing there? Is this one of your fishing spots? Nice.
It's a good spot. It's a good spot because I don't have to get out in it. I can fish from the bank. Fish here, fish there, fish down there where he is.
Nice.
So yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Very good. So Pop said it's one of his favorite spots because he can just fish off of the side here and doesn't have to necessarily gear up and go in the water.
On this side of the road, the water on the right hand side is where I usually fish.
Okay. This is pretty.
Yeah.
This is like gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Alright, we'll go a little ways and then turn around.
Let me get a good view here. Oh wow, look at those rocks. Man alive, this is pretty. Car. Uh-oh. There we go. I'm gonna get ready to roll in just a second here. And here we go, we're off. Check my mirrors again. Okay, so my dad, Pops, he loves fishing. Just probably just slightly below riding motorcycles. So of course he brought fishing poles with him. He brought his fishing pole so that he could fish today and last night up at the Iron Horse. He says this is one of the places he likes to come out. One of the reasons why he wanted to take me out here so I could see some of this, because this is just absolutely phenomenal. So you see there, he's pointing over to the side. He says he was showing me earlier. I don't know a whole lot about fishing, to be honest. I mean, I've gone fishing with him multiple times, but I mean, I'm just not very good at fishing. I kind of don't. I have this weird thing about catching fish. Like my pop does catch and release. He does not, you know, keep the fish. He doesn't kill them, nothing like that. And I don't know. I feel kind of weird about catching fish and stuff. And so I enjoy fishing with him because it's something he loves to do, and I just love hanging out with my dad. But at the same time, fishing's not a big thing for me. But anyways, he loves it. I'm happy for him. So he likes to come up here and fish and whatnot. So that's what he's showing me. Anyways, y'all have heard me talk about Pops before, and how he was a MSF safety instructor for around, I think it was 17 years, and he just recently stopped doing it. And as you can see, he's got his big bright jacket on, his big bright helmet. You know, he's all about being seen, being noticed. And you know, I've heard some people snicker and make fun of him before about it, but oh, that's pretty. But he's one of those people, he does not care a single bit what anybody thinks about him. I honestly, my dad, he's one of the most confident people I've ever met in my life. Like yeah, of course, he's got his self-doubts, and just like everybody else. But when it comes to things about what he likes, he does not give two flips what anybody else thinks about it, and he is very open and honest about that, and I respect him about that. I find that I'm more self-conscious than he is in that area. So when I hear people, I've heard people snicker about how, you know, he's like Mr. Safety Man, and like, he doesn't care, and I don't care, and I know my mom doesn't care, because my mom knows that he's going to be seen. He's a big man, 6'5", wearing, you know, neon colors. He's going to be visible. So I respect that in him. I think that's cool. Look at that. Oh man, I don't know if y'all could see that down there, but that was awesome. It's kind of hard to show you everything and still focus on the road at the same time. Focus on the road first. That's pretty. Look at all this. Oh, gorgeous. Man, my wife would absolutely love this. That is cool. Speaking of my wife, I've had people ask me, well, if riding a Ryker is relatively easy, because we got to be real with ourselves. It's much easier than riding a two-wheel motorcycle. It just is. They've asked, like, well, you know, is your wife shown any interest in it? And right now, no. She's shown none. She has no desire. And honestly, I don't know if I want her to show any interest. Not that I want to keep this all to myself, misogynistic. No. I think I would worry about her a whole lot. And you know, I've ridden four-wheelers with her before, and she handled them just fine. She was great, and she's very confident. She's a skilled, you know, person and driver. But I don't know. I think only one of us doing something dangerous is enough, but maybe that's just me being, maybe that is me being misogynistic there. But she has asked before if I would let her ride around the neighborhood, and I told her no. And when she said why, I said, I think that if you are even slightly interested in riding the Ryker, that we need to sign you up to take the rider's course. And because Can-Am offers riding courses right now for like $50, it's worth the money. It's worth the time. And I told her, I'm like, I'll do it with you. Oh, look at those yurts. That's cool. Like, I'll go do it with you. I've already done it once, but I'll go do it again. Like, the rider's course, in my opinion, was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. So, oh, that's so pretty. Dead squirrel. But yeah, you know, maybe if she wants to ride, I will definitely sign her up for a rider's course and we'll go take it. But no, I'm not gonna let her just ride around the neighborhood. I don't feel right about it. And I've always been taught to go with my gut on things, and my gut tells me to do the right thing. So, and she understood. She gets it. because at the end of the day, even though you're like, well, Coach Stroud, you just said that you rode four-wheelers with her. What's the difference? Yeah, we rode trails on four-wheelers that were not very bad trails. They were very simple, very easy trails. We rode them in St. Lucia, which was awesome. But that's different than, you know, and that's very slow speed. That's different than going out on a road, a highway, you know, riding at high speeds. And even in a neighborhood, you know, like, there's a reason why riding courses are done in giant empty asphalt lands, you know, or old parking lots and things like that. So there's plenty of room for you to make mistakes. Neighborhood's not always the best place to do that. That's just me. I know a lot of people would disagree, and that's fine. You know, that's my opinion. That's your opinion. Yada, yada, yada. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. This is just cool. I'm glad we came this way. This is a detour for us. This is not, you know, we're gonna have to hit a point where we turn around and come back down the same way that we're coming up right now. And he was like, "You sure you want to do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, let's do it. It'll be cool." You know, and I'm glad we are coming up because this is gorgeous. This is really nice. Look at that cabin over there. Oh man, I love cabins. I could totally live in a cabin. Rustic. Damn. I enjoy the mountains. Honestly, I think I enjoy the mountains more than I like beaches. I love water. It's funny because I'm not a big sand person. I don't like walking down and through beaches and stuff, but I like getting in the ocean. So it's kind of weird. But I think I'd rather take a moving river or a brook or something along those lines over the ocean, even though the ocean's gorgeous. So that's one of the reasons why I like mountains. The pretty trees, lots of green, flowing water. I just love it. That stuff's nice to me. I pick that any day over a beach, but, you know. But this summer, I'm going to the beach. My wife loves the beach. I think she would pick the beach over the mountains, but she really enjoys mountains too. So, I don't know. I could say, like, one of my favorite things to do when we camp is literally get the fire going and stare at the fire and stare at the lake that's right by our campsite. Because if we're at our favorite campsite in the world, woo, here we go. Turn in here. Oh, turn it around. Here we go. Now we're heading back. But, anyways, I was saying, so one of my favorite things to do is sit at the fire. Our favorite campsite is at Fort Yargo, which is in Georgia, in Winder, Georgia. We love Fort Yargo. Simple camp, simple state park. But we have this one spot there that is just amazing. It's on the very end. Nobody's next to you on one side. You can hide behind your camper from your neighbors. And just imagine that you're off in the trees in the wilderness by yourself, and it's so cool. That's what I like to do. I like to do that stuff because it's fun. It's nice. Yeah. Stare at the water, stare at the fire. It's so soothing. So soothing. Burr, 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 burr. Wow. Oh man, alright. So I did my checks on El Oso Moto this morning. Everything turned out good. Tire pressure was great. So, you know, I got out of my house at about 9:40 and started heading up, and it was still really chilly this morning. It was about 50 degrees when I left, so that's about 30 degrees on the bike, and I did not dress appropriately enough. I always mess up with that. I'm like, I'll tell myself, oh, it's not so bad, I'll do this, and I always regret that. So, like right now, I'm wearing one of my dad's jackets underneath my jacket because it my riding jacket is very vented. I brought that one because it's a little bit bigger than my other riding jacket, my Olympia. And let's see. So I got long johns on. I got a t-shirt. I had another jacket, and then I had my rain jacket on top of it, and then this jacket I'm wearing right now, and it just was not doing a good job. Oop, gravel. That's what my dad was pointing at there. It just was not doing a good job. I mean, it was all right. So I got my rain pants on again right now, and it's not great, but it helps cut the wind down a little bit. And I'll take that little bit, just so I don't freeze to death. But yeah. Again, having a windscreen at this situation would be nice because it would be helping deflect some of the cold air off of me at the high speed temperatures. One of my students was making fun of me from my one of my last video where I was like, I look good on my motorcycle, and then I was like, and they're like, dude, you look so dumb, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point. Oh, he was totally kidding, don't worry. He wasn't being rude or anything, he was kidding. I do have another video that I want to make. It's called the 5 Things I Don't Like About the Can-Am Ryker, because there are a few, but very few. And the top 5 things I love about my Ryker, the thing is there's actually more like top 20 things. But I didn't want to make a top 20 video because I thought people would get bored of that. So I didn't do that. Look, there's the yurts again. Golly, that's a beautiful lodge. I'm guessing that's what that is the lodge. And they got that little the river connecting to the Nantahala. That's pretty. Pretty. Anyways, I didn't think anybody would want to see me talk about 20 some odd things I like about the Ryker, so I cut it down to 5. And of course, I try to make it like somewhat entertaining or funny or whatever. I mean, yeah, I did what I could. Not the most entertaining person in the world. I get this weird feeling that I've been up this road before. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, Coach Stroud, you literally just drove up it and then you turned around and you're going back down it. And then you even mentioned that you were going to do that. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm saying like I get this weird feeling that I've actually driven down this road before. So, though my dad swears I haven't ridden down it before, I still think I have. Woo! There we go. Whether I have or haven't, no big deal. It's just so beautiful. All this is just beautiful. For me, that's half the fun of riding in the mountains. It's just looking at all the like gorgeous landscape. You could do that all day, every day. Well, unless it's like really icy and stuff like that, then I probably wouldn't do that. Oh, more gravel on the road. Here we go. See if I can slow down. Because my back tire, that's the one weird thing about driving with 3 wheels is when you see a pothole and stuff like that and you try to go over it and stuff or get around it, your back tire sometimes still hits it because that's just the way it goes because it's in the middle. So when you approach things like that, hazards in the road, you've got to really judge them like in a certain way and try to get around them. So it's fun. It makes it for a more challenging but entertaining ride in a way. Falling rock? Yeah, I sure hope it does. No, that's the wrong vine. Dang it, Coach. What are you doing? Giving us the wrong vines. What are you doing? You think you're funny? Sometimes. Not really. Golly. I love it. Hello, random guy fishing. I don't think he heard me. It's okay. My heart was in the right place. So when I film the Tail of the Dragon tomorrow, I am probably not going to do audio over it. Well, I'm probably not going to record myself talking while I'm doing it, because when I wrote it in the past, I've written it up and down a few times. I think probably up it and down. Well, so I went up it twice and then came down it twice. Okay, from two different areas. Like wrote up it once, then came down, then wrote up it again and took off somewhere else. And then when we came back around, we wrote up it again, turned around, came back the back way, and I don't know. I've written it a few times. That's whatever. But it is a challenging road. It is a fun road. I very much loved it. It is fun. But it's one of those, like, I really need to focus. Like, now, I don't mean like every time I ride I don't focus, but like your senses need to be triple alert. And there's that fishing spot he was talking about again. That's nice. That's pretty. I don't know if he saw that. Maybe he did, but it's gorgeous. But anyways, some of the people, let's just say everybody is allowed to ride their own ride on the Tail of the Dragon, and either you feel that's a good thing or you feel it's a bad thing. But it can be very, very dangerous. People can do really stupid things. And there's a lot of accidents that happen on that road. So when you're riding it, you gotta be super duper duper alert. Like that right there. Pops. Dead beaver. Oh man, that was a dead beaver. Oh, beavers are cool. Anyways, I like beavers. They're cool. Anyways, so I'll probably just turn the camera on and film the ride, and then probably put music over it or something like that. I'll probably put my buddy's band over it. Jeremy Dudman and Sour Green. My buddy Jay, he's a music producer. He teaches music production and engineering at the Art Institute of Atlanta. And he's written some incredible songs over the years, but he was in a band years ago called Sour Green. And so the first iteration of Sour Green released this demo that was really, really awesome. That's the music I used in one video for a brief time. Now, one of the guitarists from the band, who has since moved on across the country, he lives in California now. He has since revived the name Sour Green, but they make totally different music. So like, it's not the same band, not the same iteration, not the same music, but it's the same name, and it's one of the other original members of the group, which is totally cool. Apparently that guy's the one that came up with the name Sour Green in the first place. So he called up my buddy Jeremy and said, hey man, do you mind if I use this name again? And Jay's like, of course dude, whatever, have fun, you know, like rock and roll, it's music. So you can look up Sour Green and find newer songs and stuff that Sour Green has done, but this is, when I play his music, it's the earlier stuff, you know, like any of that really matters, but I'm just sharing with you. I ramble. Again, I'm so sorry because I ramble so much, but that's what I do. But anyways, I'll probably just take music and play it over the Tail of the Dragon because I just really need to focus. What up, dudes? I don't know if they heard me, but I hope they did because they looked like really nice guys that were going to fish. Power Station. Wait, Power Station. Was that from the Goofy movie? Was that the name of that band that that kid that the Max from a Goofy movie wanted to go see? Was Power Station? Maybe that's what it was. And if it's not, then I feel really dumb talking about a Goofy movie now. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this vlog. I appreciate you riding with me. I appreciate you listening to me babble about nothing, everything and nothing all at once. That's a Green Day reference. Anywho, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This has been Coach Stroud with another episode of Let's Ride with Coach Stroud. Deuces, we are out.
Dear, could I trouble you even for a vacant smile? Then won't you love to love a love that's perfect now?